welcome to the fourth episode of the GEP RoundUp, a monthly lowdown of the latest and greatest from GEP and the world of supply chain. I'm Alex, and I'll be your host for this show. Every month, we bring you highlights, including the top stories, insights, and events from the supply chain space so you can stay up to date on everything you need to know. From the latest innovations and technologies to the biggest challenges and opportunities facing the industry, we've got you covered. Links to all talking points will be in the description below if you want to learn more or access our thought leadership. So let's dive into this week's episode. First things first, let's get into some important news. The Economist has featured GEP's Supply Chain Volatility Index in their recent article titled, "Supply Chains Are Back to Normal. Why is Inflation Still So High?" The article discusses supply chain disruptions, changing consumer demands, and the rise of inflation. Be sure to check that out. Also from The Economist, new research measures the impact of the macroeconomic environment on the cost-plus world of supply chains. Up to 63% of supply chain executives believe geopolitical issues will cause major disruptions through 2023. Read the new Economist Impact Report commissioned by GEP for an explanation of new pricing strategies, alternative suppliers, stockpiling, and other approaches enterprises are taking. We mentioned this in our last episode, but wanted to discuss this exciting evolution a little further. GEP has integrated Microsoft Azure OpenAI service into its flagship software to help clients identify potential risks and optimize procurement and supply chain operations on a global scale. This integration offers clients a conversational and intuitive interface to query data, automate processes, and to derive actionable insights to improve global procurement and supply operations. With the introduction of Microsoft Azure OpenAI into GEP software, the future of procurement and supply chain is now. Next, let's get into some new assets that you can take advantage of. Check out our new on-demand webcast, How to Balance Costs, Risks, and Sustainability in the Supply Chain, to learn how leaders are facing the daunting challenge of reducing supply chain emissions while still optimizing costs. The webcast is based off of a recent survey by GEP and North Carolina State University of 250 business leaders across North America and Europe on their plans to achieve these distinct yet convergent goals. Tune into this webcast and learn how organizations are fighting inflation, progressing on sustainability goals, and building supply chain resilience. GEP's newest podcast focuses on what's missing in the automotive industry's emissions reduction strategy. Listen to hear from GEP's consulting experts on why a leading automotive manufacturer's plan to introduce an all-electric product portfolio won't work to get them to their net zero emissions target and what companies should do instead. There are also two new bulletins to check out. First up, how procurement can maximize M&A cost synergies in a downturn. This looks at how enterprises can manage costs in mergers and acquisitions and ensure deal success by involving procurement from the start. The second bulletin, Frenemy Supply Chain Network, 3 things to consider before you decide to build one, discusses the intricacies of forming a coalition with your competitor, a bold and unorthodox strategy that can reduce costs. It examines the opportunities, risks, and limitations in this kind of collaboration. We've also just published 2 new blogs. The first focuses on how CSCOs can drive supply chain sustainability by enhancing supply chain visibility. The second discusses 4 ways the chemical industry can destock inventory to cut costs and drive value. Read the blog to know more about how chemical companies can minimize risk, optimize operations, and make the best use of market conditions. A new video, 4 ways to diversify your supplier base, discusses how your business can succeed in this objective to avoid increased storage costs, potential safety risks, and quality issues. Finally, Hear from GEP's customer, a leading U.S. consumer packaged goods company that needed greater visibility, better stakeholder collaboration, and stronger forecasting capabilities to efficiently manage its packaging operations. The global CPG company refined processes and enhanced forecasting accuracy to save 20% on packaging costs by partnering with GEP. All the links to these assets are below in the description. I hope you take a minute to check them out. Thank you for tuning into the show, and please do come back for the next episode. If you found it useful, don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow our YouTube channel for more supply chain content. Until next time.